You heard Jonathan Hunt talk about firefighters who've been on the job for over 2 weeks. So we thought we'd talk to someone who's been showing up to help those impacted and helping those who are responding. He just happens to also be a TV legend. Former host of The Tonight Show, Jay Leno, joins us now. First of all, Jay, it's an honor to have you here on the first week of the Will Cain Show. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you to have man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been great. This is what I love about America. People complain about, we went out there to give the guys some hot meals, I happen to say on camera, most of the guys are eating boxed luncheons. It's just a sandwich, and it's freezing, and it's getting cold water. I want to give them some hot food, I get it. Dear Mr. Leno, you're attacking the box lunch industry. Well, it just made me laugh. I wasn't attacking box lunches. I was just saying we give them some hot food. And let me tell you something. These guys can eat. They all look like the guy in the brawny paper towel ad. You know what I mean? These big, beefy guys. And we were in there with 700 pounds of ribs and 400 pounds of chicken. We're running out of food. I mean, it was, but it was a great 5 days. And the great thing about it, no blame game. These are firemen and women. How can we put this out? What do we need to do? Even talking off the record, nobody blamed this person or that person. It was all about how do we fight this fire. And the morale was good. And, it was literally like, I did a bunch of USO shows. I was at Bagram Air Force Base. It reminded me of that. Airplanes coordinating with guys on the ground. Guys on the ground got big maps laid out where they think the fire is going to go. But, you hand them a rib, they eat the rib, they point to it, and they're talking to the helicopter. I mean, it's really a military operation. I really believe it's the best fire department in the world.
Jay, we don't know each other. In fact, this is the first time we've ever spoken, but a little over a year ago, I was pretty involved in the fires that afflicted Maui, Hawaii. And I know exactly how you feel that when you're in the fight, you don't want to get tripped up by pointing fingers. You don't want to get tripped up by the blame game. But at the same time, there does have to be an accountability. There does have to be a look into what allowed this to either metastasize or be created in the first place.
That's not my job. I'm an entertainer. I'm a comedian. The thing I can do best is tell a joke to the guys, give them some food, make them feel comfortable, and that's what I like to do. I don't get involved in politics when I'm doing, like when I go overseas and I perform overseas, I don't do jokes about the President of the United States, regardless of who it is, because I feel I'm giving comfort to the enemy. You know what I mean? When I'm in the United, I can make fun of my brother. You can't make fun of my brother. That's so when I'm in the United States, I'll do all Bush and Trump and Obama and everybody. When I go overseas, I don't. And the same thing, it's something like this kind of thing. They're there. Here's a guy bringing us food and kind of a cool old antique fire engine just to cheer them up a little bit. Like I thought maybe having that fire engine might look like I'm showing off a little bit. But one of the chiefs said, oh, this was such a great morale booster to see this almost 100-year-old fire engine roll in, and it's all bright and shiny in the midst of all this dirt and all this gray. So it turned out to be a win-win all the way around. It was just a wonderful experience for me. I just enjoyed it so much.
Well, it's very appreciated. And by the way, I respect also your desire to stay out of this political side or the blame game. Leave that to me, Jay. I've got that. I'll take care of that along with the president. Yeah. By the way, here we are. You're a legend, Jay. I'm a brand new solo host here at Fox News. Any advice for me? I'm not coming to you, Jay, with advice of how to avoid falling down hills, unfortunately, or avoiding what seems to be habitual tragic accidents.
That was my fault, yeah.
Yeah. But TV advice.
Oh, TV advice? I'm not sure what my advice was when I did the Tonight Show. Now you'll hate this advice, but I never asked for a raise. If I just did a good job, good things would come to me. And that's the thing about show business. Even the worst performer in show business makes more than the greatest teacher, which seems incredibly unfair. So I am a huge believer in low self-esteem. If you don't think you're the smartest person in the room, you'll shut up and you listen. And that's what I do. When I go to something like this, these firemen are telling me how to fight it, what they do, and I listen. I don't give an opinion because I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, if I'm telling them jokes, that's one thing. So the best advice I could give is listen to the
Low
people around
self-esteem.
you. They tend to know what they're doing. Yeah. Low self-esteem.
I will
that's
take
the
that.
There you go.
I will take low self-esteem. One of my mottos is I don't take myself seriously, but I take what I say seriously. And I'd like to think I'm a good listener. I'm listening to you today, Jay. I appreciate you being with us here on the Will Cain Show.
Well, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. And God bless our firemen.
That's right. And God bless you for everything you're doing for those first responders. Jay Leno, an absolute television legend.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.